You sleep 8 hours, but still feel tired all day? You might be harming your sleep without knowing. Watching TV or using iPhone before bed? Just 2 hours of screen time in the evening can ruin your sleep. And coffee after 2 p.m.? It keeps your brain awake, even when your body wants to rest. Maybe today's an exception, but if it happens often, it leads to poor sleep and fatigue. Turn off screens earlier. Avoid coffee after 2 p.m. It's a small change with a big difference. Sleep better. Live better. Share this with someone who needs deeper sleep tonight. Somewhere between your bed and your breakfast table, something invisible is already happening inside your body. Something that could determine whether you'll stay independent or slowly lose your ability to walk, stand, or even rise from a chair without support. It's called a catabolic state, and after age 60, it becomes more aggressive than ever. You've gone 7 to 9 hours without food, and when your body wakes up without fuel, it starts breaking down muscle tissue, especially in your legs, to keep you alive. And here's the shocking part. What seems like an innocent morning routine, coffee first, maybe toast, or nothing at all, may be one of the biggest reasons older adults lose mobility, balance, and strength. Each morning, the wrong habit chips away at your legs, quietly, until one day, standing becomes a struggle. But it doesn't have to be that way, because once you understand what your body really needs in that first hour, and once you learn what to eat, what to avoid, and what to do when you wake up, you can shift your body from breakdown to rebuild mode. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you, starting now. 5 breakfast foods that protect and rebuild your legs after 60. Let's begin with what really matters first, the very first bite you take after waking up. Because after 60, your body isn't just looking for calories, it's begging for the right kind of support. And if you give it the nutrients it needs in that critical first hour, you can activate muscle repair, improve circulation, reduce cramps, and even delay age-related muscle loss by up to a decade. So let's walk through the 5 most powerful foods to rebuild strength in your legs, starting with one that's rarely considered a breakfast food, but may be one of the most effective of all. 1 dash steamed sweet potatoes with mineral salt. If you've never thought of sweet potatoes as a breakfast option, you're not alone. But after working with thousands of older adults, I've seen what this humble root can do for tired, weak legs. Sweet potatoes are rich in complex carbohydrates, meaning they release energy slowly and steadily. This is exactly what your body needs after a night of fasting, when your muscles are running low on glycogen, the stored fuel they need to contract and move. But the real magic happens when you add a pinch of natural mineral salt, like Celtic or Himalayan salt. Unlike refined table salt, these salts are packed with over 80 trace minerals, including magnesium, potassium, and calcium, all of which are essential for muscle contractions, hydration, and nerve signaling. Even just half of a medium sweet potato, eaten warm with a sprinkle of mineral salt, can help. Jumpstart blood flow to your legs, replenish electrolytes lost overnight, reduce that morning feeling of heaviness, tightness, or imbalance. In fact, a 2022 study from the French Institute of Mineral Nutrition found that older adults who consumed high-fiber, mineral-rich breakfasts had 41% better balance scores and 50% fewer falls over just 3 months. So if your mornings begin with fatigue in your lower body, try this. After your morning glass of water, eat a few bites of steamed sweet potato with a dash of Celtic salt. It may change how your legs feel for the entire day. 2 whole eggs, nature's muscle prescription. Next up is something much more familiar, whole eggs. But don't be fooled by how common they are. They're also one of the most clinically effective foods for protecting muscle strength, especially in your legs. Here's why. Eggs contain a powerhouse amino acid called leucine. This particular amino acid plays a lead role in activating muscle protein synthesis, the process your body uses to repair and rebuild muscle tissue. And here's what makes it even more important for people over 60. As we age, our bodies become less responsive to leucine. So to get the same muscle-building signal that a younger person gets from one egg, you may need two. But don't skip the yolk. That's where you'll find vitamin D, critical for nerve signaling and muscle control. Vitamin B12, essential for balance and coordination. Hemi-iron, helps oxygen reach your lower body muscles, improving circulation and reducing fatigue. Choline, supports memory, reflexes, and neuromuscular function. In one study from the University of Illinois, older adults who ate 2 whole eggs each morning for 8 weeks showed measurable improvements in leg strength and walking speed without changing anything else in their routine. Just remember, the method of preparation matters. Stick with boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled eggs. Avoid frying them in lots of oil or pairing them with bacon, sausage, or processed meats, which add excess sodium and inflammatory fats. With just 1 to 2 eggs, you're giving your legs exactly what they've been waiting for overnight. The signal to grow stronger, not weaker. 3. Plain Greek yogurt, a gentle giant for muscle recovery. The next breakfast food is one that's easy to overlook, but should be a staple in every senior's morning. Plain Greek yogurt. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is strained to remove extra liquid, making it thicker, more concentrated, and nearly double the protein. But more importantly, it contains casein, a slow-digesting protein that provides your body with a steady release of amino acids over several hours. That means you're fueling muscle repair long after breakfast is over. It's also rich in leucine, again, key for muscle activation. Calcium plus vitamin D helps strengthen bones and improve balance. Probiotics support gut health and nutrient absorption, both of which play a role in muscle and nerve function. If you often wake up with shaky balance or stiff knees, this might be your quietest but most powerful ally. Now, what about lactose intolerance? Many people over 60 find that lactose-free Greek yogurt or yogurt made from goat or sheep milk works beautifully, without bloating or discomfort. Be sure to avoid flavored varieties full of sugar, which can spike inflammation and interfere with protein use. Instead, enhance your bowl with a spoonful of chia seeds, a handful of blueberries, or even a sprinkle of cinnamon to help control blood sugar. It's a gentle, nourishing way to help your legs recover and stay strong even before you've left the house. 4-oatmeal plus chia seeds - fuel for muscle plus metabolism. Now let's talk about one of the most underrated combinations for muscle health: oatmeal with chia seeds. At first glance, oatmeal might not seem like a muscle-supporting food, but its secret lies in a powerful fiber called beta-glucan, which helps stabilize blood sugar. Stable blood sugar in the morning is essential for older adults, because when your glucose swings up and down, your body becomes less effective at using protein and nutrients to repair muscle. Add in chia seeds, and now you're giving your body omega-3 fatty acids, reduce inflammation in joints and muscles. Magnesium combats leg spasms and early morning stiffness. Potassium and calcium improve nerve signaling and muscle contractions. Hydration, chia seeds expand into a gel-like texture, helping with fluid balance in muscle cells. And don't forget, hydration is a major player in circulation, flexibility, and energy, especially in your legs. Just 1 tablespoon of chia seeds stirred into your oatmeal after cooking can make a real difference. Top it off with berries if you'd like, especially if you're watching your blood sugar, since berries have a lower glycemic load and are packed with antioxidants. This simple combo provides long-lasting energy without the crash and helps your body make better use of the protein and minerals you consume throughout the day. 5. Bananas, the natural leg cramp remedy, used right. Finally, let's talk about bananas. They've gotten a mixed reputation over the years, especially among people with diabetes. But when used correctly, bananas are one of the best morning foods for leg health. Why? Because they're packed with potassium, the mineral that allows your muscles to contract properly and relax fully. A deficiency in potassium is one of the top causes of leg cramps during rest, twitching or muscle misfires, morning stiffness or heaviness in the legs. A medium banana contains about 400 milligrams of potassium, or roughly 10% of your daily needs. But here's where it gets personal. If you have type 2 diabetes, kidney issues, or trouble managing blood sugar, don't skip bananas, just adjust how you eat them. Try this. Choose slightly underripe bananas, which are higher in resistant starch and lower in sugar. Pair banana slices with Greek yogurt, or add them to oatmeal. The protein and fiber will slow sugar absorption. Avoid eating bananas alone on an empty stomach, especially if you're prone to sugar crashes. Used wisely, bananas act like a natural electrolyte booster, supporting the very muscles that keep you balanced, mobile, and free from pain. 5 morning habits that protect and strengthen your legs. After 60 breakfast is just one piece of the puzzle. If you truly want to protect your legs, support healthy nerves, and restore strength and balance, you have to look at what happens in the first 30 minutes after waking up. That's because this window between rising from bed and starting your day is when your muscles are most vulnerable, but also most responsive to the right inputs. Here are 5 simple, science-backed morning habits that take just a few minutes each. But together, they can dramatically reduce leg weakness, wobbliness, and even the risk of falling. 1 drink, warm water with mineral salt. Immediately upon waking. You may not feel it, but when you wake up, your body is in a mildly dehydrated and electrolyte-depleted state. After 7 to 9 hours of sleep without water or food, your cells, especially your muscle and nerve cells, are low on sodium, potassium, and magnesium, which are essential for communication between the brain and your legs. And if you're someone who wakes up with heavy legs, foot cramps, or even a mild sense of dizziness or fogginess, this one habit can make a powerful difference. Here's what to do. Pour about 250 milliliters, 8 ounces, of warm, not hot water. Add 1/5 teaspoon of Celtic or Himalayan salt. Sip slowly while sitting up bed. Why mineral salt and not regular table salt? Because natural mineral salts contain over 80 trace minerals, including the exact electrolytes your muscles need to fire properly without spasming, shaking, or locking up. This small act rehydrates your muscle tissue, restores nerve conductivity, and improves blood flow to your lower body. Some of my older patients report less leg cramping within the first week of starting this habit. It's simple, fast, and highly effective. 2. Sit up, slowly. Don't jump out of bed. This habit might seem minor, but it could prevent the fall that changes your life. After lying down all night, your blood pools slightly in your lower body. If you stand up too fast, your brain doesn't get enough oxygen immediately, leading to sudden lightheadedness or imbalance. This is called orthostatic hypotension, and it's extremely common after 60 especially if you take blood pressure medication or diuretics. So instead of rushing, do this. First, take 3 deep belly breaths while lying on your back. Gently roll to your side, then push yourself up into a seated position. Spend 30 seconds rotating your wrists and ankles, letting blood return to your extremities. Pause. Then slowly stand. This small sequence gives your heart and brain time to catch up and your legs a chance to activate safely. Many of the falls I've seen as a geriatric doctor happened within the first 30 seconds of the day. Don't let one rushed movement rob you of your independence. 3. Activate your leg muscles. 3 minutes, no equipment. Once you're standing, your legs aren't ready to carry you just yet. After a night of stillness, your muscles are cold, underactivated, and your proprioceptors, the tiny sensors that tell your brain where your body is in space, are still asleep. This is why some older adults feel wobbly, unsure, or take short, hesitant steps in the morning. The solution? A quick, targeted leg activation routine right at your bedside. Here's what I recommend. 1. Stand tall next to a wall or chair for support. 2. Raise your right leg 2 to 4 inches off the floor and hold for 10 seconds. 3. Lower it slowly and repeat with your left leg. 4. Do this 5 times per side 5. If comfortable, try adding heel raises or gentle mini squats, just a few inches down. In under 3 minutes, you'll activate. Your hips and glutes critical for upright posture. Your thighs and calves for walking, standing, and stair climbing. Your core muscles for stability and balance. This routine doesn't build bulk. It wakes up coordination, balance, and nerve muscle communication, which are far more important after 60. Practice it daily, and your steps will begin to feel firmer, lighter, and more confident. 4. Step into early morning sunlight. 5 to 10 minutes. This is one of the most overlooked and most impactful habits for seniors. As we age, our skin becomes less efficient at converting sunlight into vitamin D. At the same time, we lose bone density, muscle strength, and neuromuscular coordination, especially in the legs, hips, and ankles. Vitamin D is essential for calcium absorption into bones, muscle contraction and recovery, preventing falls and fractures, reducing fatigue, pain, and inflammation. If you're not getting enough, and many older adults aren't, you might feel weak, stiff, or unsteady, even if your diet is good. Here's how to fix it. Within an hour of waking, expose your skin to sunlight. 5 to 10 minutes is often enough, depending on your location and skin tone. Aim for early morning light, before 8:30 a.m., for gentler rays and better absorption. Let your arms, hands, or legs receive the light directly, without sunscreen for those few minutes. Even on cloudy days, outdoor light helps regulate your body's internal clock, improves mood, and stimulates hormone balance. And best of all, this habit pairs perfectly with your breakfast or your walk, 2 other pillars of healthy aging. 5. Eat a real breakfast, within 30 to 60 minutes of waking. Now that you've hydrated, moved, and soaked up some sun, it's time for the habit that ties it all together. Eating a proper breakfast. Not something sugary or dry or eaten in a rush, but a small, intentional meal that provides the exact nutrients your muscles and nerves need to reverse catabolic breakdown and switch into repair mode. Why does this matter? Because as we discussed earlier, after 60, your body wakes up in a catabolic state, which means it's burning through muscle tissue for energy. And if you don't eat something within an hour, that process accelerates, especially in your legs. Even something small like half a boiled egg, a spoonful of Greek yogurt with chia, a piece of steamed sweet potato with mineral salt, is enough to interrupt that muscle breakdown and signal your body to start rebuilding. It doesn't have to be big, but it does have to be intentional. Don't skip breakfast, don't delay it for coffee, and don't rely on simple carbs that spike and crash your energy. Eat for your legs, eat for your future. Let's recap the 5 morning habits that support your legs after 61. Hydrate with warm water and mineral salt. 2. Rise slowly to prevent dizziness and falls. 3. Activate your leg muscles with a simple 3-minute routine. 4. Soak in morning sunlight to fuel your vitamin D levels. 5. Eat a nourishing breakfast to stop muscle breakdown and support healing. It doesn't take a gym, it doesn't take supplements, and it doesn't take a miracle. It just takes 5 small steps, done each morning with intention. When combined with the right breakfast foods, these habits rebuild what aging tries to take away: strength, balance, confidence, and freedom. Start tomorrow, stay consistent, and give your legs the support they've given you all your life. Every morning, you have a choice. You can fuel your legs, protect your balance, and take a step toward independence. Or you can let your muscles quietly shrink until the simple act of standing becomes a struggle. You don't need a gym. You don't need expensive supplements. You just need to eat right, move gently, and act early when your body is most ready to respond. Because at this stage of life, it's not about doing more. It's about doing what matters. So if today's video opened your eyes, if even one habit or one food made you think, I can try that tomorrow, then I ask you to take one more step. Click that subscribe button. This channel exists for you, for people over 60 who want to live better, stronger, and longer. Every week, I share simple science-based tips on senior health, balance, strength, nutrition, and daily habits, all designed to help you stay independent, pain-free, and confident as you age. We're building a space where aging is not about slowing down. It's about getting smarter, steadier, and more in control of your body, one choice at a time. So stay with us. Hit the bell to get notified every time a new video drops. Share your morning routine in the comments below. Your story could inspire someone else to start their journey. And if you know a friend, a parent, or a neighbor who's been struggling with weak legs, share this video with them. Because sometimes, the smallest action, like sharing a tip, can prevent the biggest fall. Remember, strong legs are more than muscles. They're your freedom, your confidence, your ability to keep going no matter what. And you deserve that every day.